If you've ever purchased a Tisas 1911, then chat, you are in fact cooked. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, the average Tisas M1911A1 and Tisas Raider burn down series enjoyer that your mom says that we have at home. Thanks for watching. Guys, the purpose of today's video is we have both guns back from Tisas, and you are going to be very upset leaving this video by all the things that they have admitted to having to fix on both the Tisas Raider chambered at 45 ACP and the Tisas M1911A1 government. Now, before we go over the long laundry list of issues that were on each gun and conduct an internal and exterior parts inspection on each gun, I just want to ask you guys to please hit the like button. Every time you guys hit the like button, it's like giving me a hug, a kiss, or a fist bump. Keep in mind, we are building the new studio in here, and I will be improving things throughout, so let me know what you think about the new studio down below. And it is also going to be the home gym, so it's going to be mega based over time. Also, if you want to donate to the ammunition fund, as the 45 ACP burn down series is starting back, we're at the 3,000 round mark and the 1,000 round mark respectively for the government and the Raider. So 3,000 rounds and 1,000 rounds, with a total of 4,000 rounds have already been burned, with we're also going up to the 5,000 round mark. Now, if you want to donate to that, donate to the ammunition fund down below. So I figured we would start with everyone's fan favorite. Of course, they sent it back. They sent a magazine with each gun as an apology. Okay, here we go. So they sent a magazine with each gun. This is the Raiders magazine that they sent. And I'll just show you the gun. And then we'll read the long laundry list of things that they replaced on the Tisas M1911 or Raider. Okay, the Colt M45A1 that we have at home. All right, I'll just give you guys a quick inspection of it. And you might be noticing, Trench, that slide looks brand new. It's because it is, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. So there you go. Here's some external visuals for you guys. Both guns were fired 150 rounds at the factory, or at the repair. They modified this trigger heavily. I'm going to go over the actual notes of all the things that they changed and had to fix on this gun. But one thing they did not mention is the trigger. They definitely polished or upgraded this trigger from where it was before. If you remember, I complained about this trigger being slightly worse on camera than the M1911A1 government. And when I ghost this trigger right now, I mean, that thing is significantly lighter than when we sent it off to them. It's nothing. It's maybe 3.5 pound trigger at this point. Wall, break. I mean, it's nothing. Okay, we'll get back to the gun in a second. What I want to do right now is read the notes, and this is gonna probably infuriate most of you. So let's read the notes on the Raider. This is what they're admitting that they fixed. The slide was replaced due to improper Cerakote application on the original. So they replaced the entire slide. A detective would call that a clue that things are not being made properly in Turkey, or fitted properly, or Cerakoted properly in Turkey, to the fact that when the Tisas USA received this, they had to redo the entire freaking slide. They had to put a whole new slide on this gun. So that should show you right off the bat the fact that they had to replace the entire slide due to improper Cerakote application in Turkey. That's a major red flag. Let's continue. So the entire slide was replaced. The sear was replaced due to heavy peening where the thumb safety engages. Signs of poor heat treatment. Okay, so they're saying the sear was replaced due to heavy peening where the thumb safety engages. I can tell that's way more positive than it was before. Okay. So the sear was replaced due to heavy peening where the thumb safety engages. Signs of poor heat treatment. Again, that shows you, if you're buying one of these, you know, off the rack or on a website from Tisas, you are going to have major issues with your gun, most likely. 4 new grip screws, because you remember the grips would not stay tight. Okay, so they're saying they put 4 new grip screws. The feed ramp and barrel throat were polished. The feed ramp itself and barrel throat were polished. So that's not good. If you remember, the rounds would not even go up and into the chamber of this gun when we originally test fired it to 1,000 rounds. A new magazine, dropping the slide, would not even chamber a round properly. So they're saying they polished the feed ramp, okay? They polished the feed ramp and the barrel throat. So hopefully that allows the gun to, I don't know, actually work as advertised. And keep in mind, this is just what they're admitting was wrong with the gun. Okay, so 4 new grip screws, the feed ramp and barrel throat were polished. Excess Cerakote was removed from the trigger bar raceway. I say again, excess Cerakote was removed from the trigger bar raceway. All right, so again, they have a heat treating issue and a Cerakote issue. The slide stop was replaced due to improper Cerakote application. Okay, so I was correct. Everything that I said was wrong with the gun was wrong with the gun. And they fixed the trigger on it quietly. So they fixed the grip screws, they fixed the grip, they replaced the slide stop, okay? That was completely broken, okay? So they replaced the slide stop. They polished the feed ramp and barrel throat so the gun will actually chamber. So there you go. I'm 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 there. The sear was replaced due to heavy peening where the thumb safety engages. Okay, so I was right about that safety not being proper. And the entire slide was replaced. Okay, so for all you guys saying, well, 110 SAS didn't have any issues with his gun, I'm telling you, there's a whole list of issues that they're admitting, right? That they're admitting that was jacked up, right? So before anyone gets down below and says, oh, well, Trench, you know, other YouTubers aren't having the same issue, this is from them. This is all the stuff that they're saying. And they're saying they tested it 150 rounds after just to confirm that it was actually working, okay? So this is all the stuff that they themselves, Tisas USA, are admitting was wrong. All right, so that is the Tisas Raider, right? The Colt M45A1 that we have at home. Brand new slide, okay? Brand new slide stop, brand new grips, grip screws, new, I believe I said, the chamber was polished, all the stuff. So the gun, hopefully, right, the safety was fixed. Basically, the whole gun was fixed. So that just tells you, as I excessively rack the slide, that just tells you if you buy one of these off the rack or on some website, you're going to get a trash gun until Tisas fixes it. But hopefully, now my super nice triggered Colt M45A1 that we have at home actually works. So that is everything on the Raider. Let's transition. Throw that thing on the ground. Let's transition. I guess thank you, Tisas, for the magazines, for my time, for my troubles. I would have liked a couple thousand rounds of ammunition, if I'm being honest, to replace the 2,000 rounds that I've already put through these pieces of you know what. Okay, let's move on to the government. Here we go. They also sent a free magazine, okay, with the government. So we have 2 additional magazines for the burn down testing. Cool. Better than nothing, I guess. Here we go. Okay, so here we got the government. And let's just get right into the list. Let me pull this thing up. I'll read you the list and then we'll conduct an external inspection on this thing. Here we go. All right, government is what they're calling it, okay? Tisas A1 government. Boom, there she is. All right, we'll check it out in a second. They're saying the firearm was disassembled and deep cleaned prior to maintenance using an ultrasonic clean to aid in inspecting wear patterns. Okay, so they're just saying they cleaned my gun using an ultrasonic machine and to make sure they could actually see what was going on. I guess, thank you, because when I clean these things, I douse them in CLP, wipe them down, and douse them again, and guess what? That's how they get ran. So thanks for cleaning my gun. All right, the extractor was chamfered and tuned to 16 ounces per factory specs. Well, I don't know why you're coming at me, Tisas, saying you fixed the extractor and saying that you tuned it to 16 ounces per factory specs when I didn't do anything to it. Okay, you guys are the ones that sent me this gun. Also, I can notice right off the bat that you fixed the safety on this gun as well. So not only did you quietly fix the safety, well, I guess you admitted to it on the Raider, this one you also fixed the safety on. I can feel that. Now it's way more positive than when I first sent it to you. Okay, you guys will just have to take my word for it. It's better. Trust me, they fixed it. Okay, so the extractor was chamfered and tuned to 16 ounces per factory specs. I guess I'll just flag you guys while I read this. The feed ramp and barrel throat were polished. Dude, are you kidding me? So now both guns, they're admitting that both guns had issues with the chamber, the barrel throat, okay, and the feed ramp were polished on this thing. So both guns they had to fix. Keep that in mind. Hey, you can't say this is now a sample size of 1. Now I have 2 guns that have issues, the exact same issues that required polishing. You can see up in there already where they have polished to make sure the guns actually work. Okay, so it's not just a sample size of 1 anymore. 2 guns randomly selected have a ton of issues. That's a problem. Tisas is in fact cooked. All right. The feed ramp and barrel throat were polished. The recoil spring was replaced. That's a pretty big deal. After 3,000 rounds, they had to replace the recoil spring. Really, dude? Okay, 3,000 rounds for a brand new recoil spring, that should be more like 5,000 to 6,000, right? Okay, moving on. So recoil spring was replaced, thanks, I guess. Excessive Cerakote was removed from the trigger raceway inside the frame. I say again, excessive Cerakote was removed from the trigger raceway inside the frame. So in summary, and they also shot 150 rounds through this gun and said that it works flawlessly now. Okay, so I guess Tisas is good if you're willing to waste 4,000 rounds of your own ammo and send it back to them and ask them to fix it. Okay, so in summary on this gun, the firearm was disassembled, deep cleaned using ultrasonic cleaning. The extractor was chamfered and tuned to 16 ounces per factory specs. The feed ramp and barrel throat were polished. The recoil spring was replaced. The excess Cerakote was removed from the trigger raceway inside the frame. So, in summary on this thing, okay, in summary on this one, everything was jacked up as well. Let's see if they did anything with the trigger on this. It's about the same. Doesn't feel any different. Yeah, it's about the same. It was already really good, to be honest, out of the box. Yeah, you can tell they cleaned my gun. Thanks, dudes. All right, so what would I say about their customer service overall? I would say good. It was good. It was a good experience for me, but I'm also a wannabe gun tuber, and they admitted to following along on the testing, right? So they kind of admitted that they were following along on my test of the Tisas M1911 guns, okay? So I would say the customer service was very fast, but that could be because I have been very public about my issues with these guns, right? So I'm not saying that you will have the same sort of customer service that I received. All I'm saying is that from my experience, it was very good. It feels and appears on the surface that they fixed everything to the United States standard of whatever Tisas is supposed to be doing. And it's obvious that whatever they're doing over in Turkey, they basically had to, for lack of a better term, unfuck it. For this one, they basically built a new gun, right? You guys heard them. They had to polish the internals. They had to get a whole new slide stop on this gun. They did a whole new set of grip screws. You know, this whole gun pretty much got fixed to include the entire slide, right? And internal parts on the trigger. So this gun is pretty much, hopefully, to standard now. And they quietly fixed. No, this one they admitted to it. They definitely fixed the safety on this one, and they enhanced the trigger for sure. That thing is nice now. So this gun is a brand new gun. We'll see how that one rolls. This one, it seems like they quietly, without admitting to it, fixed the safety on this bad Larry. And this one, of course, all the parts replacement that I just listed, okay? So in summary, would I recommend Tisas for you? No, unless you're a C-list YouTuber that is willing to complain publicly and make them fix your gun. So unless you're that, then no. But I would say their customer service was very good. So take that for whatever you want. It seems like they pretty much replaced the vast majority of both of these guns to get them in good working order. So if you're willing to go through all the hassle and the pain that I had to do, similar to what I had to do, then sure, get a Tisas. Now, what to do? What are we doing going forward? Well, super simple. I will be burning both of these guns down. The government, okay, is at 3,000 rounds and the Raider is at 1,000 rounds. So both of these guns will be burned down further for further testing, okay? So stand by for the testing, as this one is at 3 and will go to 5,000, and this one is at 1 and obviously has 4,000 more rounds to go. Do you think we need to restart, or do we just continue at the round count we're on? Vote down below and let me know what you guys think. If you donate $5 to $10 for the ammo fund, that would be greatly appreciated, as we have a lot of testing to do with both of these guns, okay? Well, that's a lot of talking for me. Now I look forward to reading your comments down below. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button, share the series with a buddy, and until next time, this is going to be Trench Grenade, your average 2 World Wars burn down series tester enjoyer that your mom says that we have at home. Signing out. Cheers.